Assalamu alaikum friends, this is part 2 of JavaScript lectures. So let's start. How do we write this script? How do we embed a script in the HTML file? We embed it in two ways. One is internal embedding and one is external. Let's see both the ways like any other tag. This is our HTML file and this file is saved in, we have one folder HTML in desktop and this file is saved in this folder. Okay, this file name is static.html. As you can see here, we have many tags here, body tag, head tag. That is one more tag which is available, which help us to embed JavaScript in HTML, and the tag name is script tag. Okay, and we can write our JavaScript code within these two tags. It is called internal embedding. That happens before writing any script in the script tag. Let us understand basics of this JavaScript. As we write something in the body part of HTML, basically what we need to do, why do we have this user interface? User interface is available so that the user will enter some details, so you will get some data, work on that data. That is what is the main aim of having an interface. So we will be adding many elements so that the user will be able to add that data with ease. For example, we'll be able to add some radio buttons, some check boxes. Then we can add some input boxes. Then we can have some buttons, etc. So all these elements we can just put in onto the body tag that we have in our HTML page. When we add all these elements in the JavaScript, what we get is nothing but a bucket. This bucket has all these elements. Some are buttons, some are input types, some are radio buttons, etc. So these are called as elements in this bucket. And this is big bucket is referred in JavaScript. As document to be technical document is a ready-made object available in JavaScript. Using this document, I can access all the elements that are there on this page. This document, this object has many methods already defined, which help us to reach to that particular element. The methods are like get element by id, document dot get element by class, name भी हो सकता है. There are a lot of tag name. So there are many methods which are available, which will give us an access to this particular element. Now, if we want to make use of the methods like get element by id, get element by class, then we should make sure that we give some identification to these elements. So when we write these elements, we make sure that they have some ID, that is a key with form. As you can see here, we will also have to make sure that if we want, by using this method, only one element, then the ID should be unique. I can't use the same ID for some other elements. If I want to use something called as class name, then I need to add the class name here. Okay. As many attributes, I can add using those attributes. I can access these elements. And after accessing these elements, I can work around on these elements. I can work around on its look and feel. I can work around on its functionality. I can work around on anything because I have got, like I could conquer this particular element. So to conquer or to get this element, we have many methods which are available with this document object. I, as a developer, I don't create this document object. It is a JavaScript which prepares these document objects and gives that to us. We just have to straight away use this object. It is a kind of ready-made object in JavaScript. Document, okay? So let's try to see how do we use one of the elements. If you just see the naming convention of these method is using camel case. That is, the first letter is smaller and the next letter of every word is capital. So I want to access this particular ID, this particular paragraph. So if I want to use this particular paragraph, that I want to get the element whose ID is demo. Okay. Once I got this element, I want to change whatever is its internal HTML. That is written. So currently this is a static paragraph. I want to change it to this. It's a dynamic paragraph. So I will do what? So I am going to change the property of this element. Okay. And the name of the property is inner HTML. So that's what I am doing. What am I doing? That I am taking this particular element by ID and I am changing its value. Okay. Previously it was static paragraph. Now it is a dynamic paragraph. Now where have I placed this particular script tag? If you can see the script tag that I have added, the script tag is below the body tag. That's where body ends up. As you can see here. Why have I placed it before the body? I will explain you the reason in a few minutes. So let me save this file. File is having head part, a body part, and a script part. Script part is added embedded internally. I have written only one statement in which what am I doing? Instead, using the document which is ready-made object, I get the element whose ID is demo and changing its internal HTML. Let me see how it works. Save this and open and drop. As you can see here, that the value of that paragraph is now dynamic paragraph. If I want to use external scripting, what do I have to do? I will have to copy whatever is in the script tag and create new file and say paste in this file and save this file as a JavaScript file. Save this file with an extension JS. Okay. Now this file is called as JavaScript file. If I open it in the folder structure, as you can see here, the icon of this JavaScript file has changed, which makes me sure that, okay, this is a JavaScript type file. Now I will have to link these two files. Okay. I will have a script tag as is and just write something source attributes Okay, from where I'm using it. Okay, how I've returned the name of the file within a complete extension. That is dynamic.js. I want to be double sure that let me just copy it from here and paste it here. This is the file that is JavaScript file, and in HTML file in which it will be linked. Both of them are residing in the same folder. I can directly write the name of the file. But if the file is residing in some other folders, I will have to keep its complete path. I give its absolute path or its relative path. So let me see after giving external JavaScript. Will my code work as expected? Just let me save this file and refresh. Yes, it does. You can see here. The question remains like, did I write that script tag at the bottom of the file? If you just want to debug your page, what you can do is right click on the page and choose the inspect. When you choose inspect, okay, you will get all these values. All these values. Okay. So I am using currently Google Chrome. If anybody is using Google Chrome, they will see all these values. So element will show you all the elements that are present on this disk. So I have a button separately. I have an input box. I have a paragraph, and that is what I have in the body there. Okay. So if I just want to see any of these elements, I can see them in the element tags. Okay. What is source? All about if you add anything externally, you will be able to see all the source that are attached here. Currently, I have a JavaScript file which is attached externally, so I can see that in the source tab. What is the console tag all about in learning any language? We need to actually know how to test our bugs in it or test whatever coding that we have done. Any other language has standard output, standard console. For example, if you use Java, we will have a standard console like a command prompt will be or console for any other language. Most of the time, command prompt is our console. For browser to see our console, every browser has this inspect element, and using this inspect element will be a console tag. So our console tag, which is there, that will help us to see the input. So this is a console tab which is present. Now if I move this script tag above this body tag within the head tag, if I save this file, so you will see that whatever I have written in the JS file not get executed. Why that has happened? You can see that I have got one error here. Just go to the console, you will see the error. It is clear. That is, JavaScript cannot set the properties called as inner HTML of null. So there is nothing and that nothing's in a inner HTML. I have to set. Why this is happen? As you write your HTML page and you paste that page on the browser, browser's control executing. So the control comes here. Okay, it reads head. it comes to script. So it start executing the script. In the meanwhile, it also start rendering your page and rendering all the elements. So till the time your script is getting executed, it may happen that your element has not rendered. Since your is not present on the page, code will definitely give you an error because there are not any element with the ID as demo here. Okay, that's why you write a script at the end of the body. Okay, I'm just cut this and paste in the body tag. So whatever the complete get completely rendered, then only a script will work. Doing this, you can see the error goes. Okay, so you can paste the script tag here, or you can place the script tag after body tag, or you can place script tag after HTML tag. Okay, so that's we have done. We just got started up with JavaScript. So that's where you can see. That's how we can edit a script tag. Okay, so script tag can be added within the body tag or even below the HTML tag. Even when the HTML gets error, you can write your JavaScript, not an issue. Okay. How to add it internally and externally? To internally add, we just have to write script type and within that all the code of JavaScript. If you want to add it externally, then you write an attribute in the script tag. That is source. SRC stand for source. You can write the name of the file. Is the file that is the JavaScript file exist in the same folder as that of the HTML file? If it doesn't, then give its path. Let's just see a beautiful example. The name of the example is display a sun word in a paragraph on your HTML page. Okay. The first step is you have to open up your notepad or sublime text editor. Write in HTML code. Make sure that you save your file with an extension .html. Okay, .html. The name extension of the file should be .html. HTML or HTML. Create a one more file called as JavaScript file, as you can see here in the step 3. Okay, with the extension as .js and link it in part 4 and link it in your HTML code. To link, use the attribute source. Okay, source in the script tab. Part 5. Here is again part 4, but actually it is part 5, so it's okay. Okay, so in part 5, check that your HTML and JavaScript files are located in the same folder. As you have just mentioned the name of the JavaScript file. Now open up your HTML file with the browser and check the output that you have created. So that's where we have completed a small part, like what is JavaScript, where is it placed, and how do I write a JavaScript. Okay, so that's the end. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you learned something from my video, don't forget to subscribe my channel.